Hi Taurus, welcome to your mid-August love reading, August 2018. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Venus. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you coming back. We're going to do a 5-card spread for you and your person and your intersection for mid-August 2018. Taurus, mid-August 2018. 5-card spread for Taurus. Let's see what's up. Been shuffling a while also before camera, so I think we're good. I'm only going to read the energy, but have the cards in the upright. Middle energy intersection is the 10 of Wands. Your recent past is the 7 of Swords. Your imminent future is the 6 of Cups, Taurus. Your person's recent past is the 8 of Wands, and their imminent future is the King of Cups. Wow, King of Cups is showing up a lot. The King of Cups, okay. And the bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. So there might be a theme of trying to gain balance, having some patience, trying to balance out some things. For the two of you in this relationship. Let's see. So your recent past is the 7 of Swords, Taurus. So this would say some of you or many of you have experienced, there's a couple different camps I'm thinking. Some of you are in the camp of experiencing somebody who has taken something from you or has acted in some sort of less than forthright or upfront sort of way. Said differently, they might have been sneaky, lying, cheating, caused a lot of angst for you in that regard, caused you to think and torment over the fact that someone's taking something from you. Maybe you've been trusting, Taurus, and maybe this person just has not been as reciprocal in that, and they've actually taken you for granted or taken your trust and run with it. Maybe not literally, but figuratively. This energies do go both ways in a reading, of course, as you know. So for some of you Tauruses out there, maybe you're basically not telling the truth and the whole truth in a partnership, and this energy represents a little view. Or maybe you're taking something and leaving the scene. Because another thing is that the 7 of Swords can be leaving the scene. They're kind of cutting their losses, if you will, and moving on. So for some of you, you might be cutting your losses with a relationship and moving on because it has issues associated with it, or maybe a downside that you're just kind of done with. For more of you, I think that this is something that you have experienced, and I say that because the more present tense, like the mid-month energy for you, is the 10 of Wands. So again, you might be experiencing this, or you might be deciding it's time to move on from this energy because it's just too burdensome at this point for you. It's created too many burdens for you. And, you know, to the point where you don't even see a way out, but you know you've got to do something about it. It's kind of the end of the road when you hit the 10 of Wands. In your imminent future, though, you have the 6 of Cups. And I think that maybe you're trying to get back to a more a joyful time, a more innocent time. You may be reflecting back and reminiscing, maybe a little bit of rose-colored glasses with how this relationship used to be. You may be exploring some things with a new person. Maybe there's a reconciliation with an old flame on the table for you, Taurus, for mid to late August, because this other, you're kind of moving on from this other energy. And this could actually represent a different reunion or coming together with a past love that you'd rather be aiming toward. So for some of you, it could be that. For some of you, despite these issues, you're going to come around in the future and offer actually some forgiveness to this person. Recent past of your person is 8 of Wands. So the recent past with your person is a bunch of communication, a bunch of activity. Either they're really busy and working on some opportunities in their life, or they've been really communicating heavily with you. I'm not sure if it's all like preferred communication, because again, we've got something's been a burden to you. So It may be that they're not on the same page as you. Even if they're communicating, it may not be on the same page as you. Taurus, I'm getting that you're probably taking this more serious than your person. Because when I think of this, I think of like lighthearted pings, like, hey, how you doing? Text messages back and forth. This is cool. Maybe a little flirting, maybe some invitations, kind of light. But for some reasons, there's a heavier weight in this relationship. Maybe because something in the past has not been on the up and up, you know, or maybe because they're taking it on a different level than you. Their most immediate future is the King of Cups. King of Cups can be more detached. He can be more in control of his emotions. He can be very loving and supportive to his inner circle, but the King of Cups definitely can have a reputation for being a bit more detached. I mean, look at his face. He's pretty stern. The standard rider weight image of the King of Cups is he's pretty stern. He's sitting above the water. He's not letting too much get to him. So maybe that's been the stoic nature of your person, whether it's male or female. You know, genders go both ways in these general readings. However, maybe also not like on the up and up. And for that reason, it's created a burden in this relationship, both, you know, and if it's a burden for you, it's a burden for them because they're probably not getting what they need from it either. So I think there's a weighing up for you, Taurus, for the second half of, mid to second half of August, where you're weighing up, you know, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? You know, what should I be doing with this relationship? So there's a bit of weighing up for you. I'm going to just see. I'm really wondering what is the nature of this Ten of Wands in the middle. What's the nature of the Ten of Wands for Taurus and their person? I'll take two cards. I'll take two clarifiers for that. Okay, we've got Death and we've got another Six of Cups. Oh, interesting. The burden here is that something has ended. Some phase or some relationship has taken an ending. This relationship has taken an ending because of the burden or because of the lies or because of the inability to count on this person. Or maybe they feel that way to you to some degree, or they're just not on the same page. But there's been an ending of being able to, you know, strongly consider this, you know, with the innocence that you used to be able to consider this. That's the ending. It's ending the ability to look at this with fresh eyes. The conflict for you, Virgo, is you still want to look at this with fresh eyes. You're not willing to let. I'm sorry, if I said Virgo, I mean Taurus. You're not willing to let this go. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, or maybe you have Virgo in your chart, even more so. But there's something that you're hanging on to. And let me just see if we can clarify it for you. Your Six of Cups in the future, Taurus. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let me just take a card here. We'll take two. Okay. Wow. We have the Wheel of Fortune and a Judgment card. So, you know, you're moving off the dime. The relationship is moving kind of in divine timing. And it's kind of like your hands are off the wheel on this one because it's moving along whether or not you do something about it or not. And it could be that it's moving in your favor and there's actually going to be a second chance with this relationship after all. So Taurus, there could very well be a second chance with this relationship. It will be hard to say what goes on with a King of Cups. It will be hard to say. I'm going to pull one for the King of Cups just to see if we can have any indication where this energy is going. Your person, male, female, the King of Cups. Let's see. Where's the King of Cups going for Taurus? What do we think is going to happen here? What do we need to know about the King of Cups? We'll just pull two. Okay, well, the King of Cups is about the bigger picture, about the whole family, about the full love. Either that's including you in this picture or they've got a picture like this. They've got a familial picture and they're kind of putting this focus on their whole abundance in their life, either including you or to the side. You will be the one that knows if there was something going on to the side or not. But there is an offer that's happening with this King of Cups. So this may be a second chance with this King of Cups, Taurus. They may be thinking actually more seriously than you think. The other thing that could be going on for some of you is that they're making their offer elsewhere and they've got something else going on and they're more in a familiar way. They might be married with a family, making their offer there. For some of you, the reconciliation is on the table with you, Taurus. Let's read a Doreen Virtue Romance Angels card. That came out too fast. Let's read a Romance Angels card for Taurus for the middle of the month. You're definitely going to be weighing up things. You have to decide what you want to do about this, Taurus. You have to decide if this comes back around and there is a reunion on the table or there is some kind of a reconciliation probability or possibility if you would be taking this person back. There's definitely something like that happening. This looks like a karmic relationship to me between the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment card. Let's see. Well, there you go. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Clear and simple, Taurus. This is a soulmate. Now, we know about soulmates. If you believe at all in soulmates, we know that they can be the romantic, positive, amazing soulmate relationship. But more often than not, they're full of all kinds of karmic, interesting things, which could be lessons, and they're in your life for a reason sort of thing. So this could be the person that you've experienced a few different ways, a few different times, in this lifetime or maybe in another lifetime. However, what I would say from this reading is that it's not done yet, even though there's death in the middle of the reading. There's a couple of reconciliation cards. Six of Cups ends up in your future. Judgment ends up in your future. So there's a bit of, definitely divine timing associated with it. So you may need to do a little wait and see and not stress out so much about it. See what this person brings. Weigh it up carefully, Taurus. Weigh it up carefully, okay? But for whatever reason, this person is representing a soulmate relationship for you. So, wow, good luck with that, Taurus. I would love to hear if any of this resonates for you, if you're entertaining this in this kind of a vibe of a soulmate sort of thing for you. Would love to hear if this is relevant or what you're thinking. So Taurus, thanks for being here mid-August, and I look forward to seeing you for your September readings. Meanwhile, thanks again and talk to you soon.